What if I told you that some of the most jaw-dropping, magazine-worthy homes in America right now aren't mansions? They're not penthouses. They're not custom architect-designed luxury estates worth $5 million. They're barns. Okay, not just barns. They're barndominiums. And in 2025, they have become so insanely beautiful, so wildly functional, and so impossibly affordable compared to traditional construction that people are literally losing their minds over them on social media. We're talking soaring 20-foot ceilings, open concept living spaces the size of a small airport, wraparound porches that stretch forever, industrial chic kitchens, spa-worthy bathrooms, home gyms, workshops, and living rooms, all under one roof. And today we are going inside the most stunning modern barndominium designs that honestly look too good to be real. That be why the time this video is over, you'll either want to build one, or you'll be wondering why you ever consider a regular house in the first place. Before we dive in, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell right now, because we cover the coolest homes, builds, and real estate trends that you won't find anywhere else. And if you watch till the very end of this video, I've got something extra for you. A breakdown of the top 5 barndominium floor plans are trending right now in 2025 and what makes each one work. You don't want to miss that. Okay, let's get into it. Alright, for anyone who's new to the barndominium world, let's do a quick, painless crash course. Don't worry, this is not going to be boring. I promise to a barndominium, or Barndo, as the community lovingly calls them, is essentially a metal building originally designed as a barn or agricultural structure that has been converted into or built from the ground up as a fully livable home. The concept isn't new. People have been converting old barns into homes for decades. But what's happened over the last 5 to 7 years is something remarkable. Architects, interior designers, and custom builders have taken the barndominium concept and absolutely elevated it into something that is part farmhouse, part industrial loft, part luxury retreat. And here's the kicker. The cost per square foot for a barndominium is almost always significantly lower than traditional stick-built or brick construction. We're talking anywhere from $70 to $150 per square foot on average for a quality Barndo, compared to $150 to $300 plus for a comparable traditional home. In some markets, that gap is even wider as you get more space, more ceiling height, more design flexibility. For less money, that's why barndominiums have absolutely exploded in popularity across the United States, particularly in Texas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Georgia, and the Midwest. But honestly, we're seeing them pop up everywhere now, even in states where people never would have imagined building this way 5 years ago. Alright, enough context. Let's look at some incredible designs. I'm talking about the ones that stop you mid-scroll. The ones that make you say, wait, is that real? Our first design is what I personally call the black steel dream. And when you see this one, your jaw is going to drop. Picture this. A 4,200 square foot barndominium finished in matte black corrugated steel on the exterior. No flashy colors. No ornate details. Just clean, bold, unapologetically modern lines cutting against a backdrop of green trees and open sky. The roofline is a classic barn pitch, steep and dramatic. But instead of being topped with weather vanes and hay lofts, it's got skylights running the entire ridge line, flooding the interior with natural light from above. Step inside, and everything shifts. The entry opens into a grand living space with 22-foot ceilings. Exposed steel beams painted a warm gunmetal gray run overhead like the bones of cathedral. The floors? Wide plank white oak, running from the front door all the way to the back wall, which is almost entirely glass. A massive sliding panel that opens the living room directly onto a sprawling covered porch and the property beyond. The kitchen is positioned on the left. A massive 14-foot island in honed black granite anchors the space, with white shaker cabinets above and open steel shelving on the feature wall. The appliances are commercial grade. The hood vent is a custom steel pyramid that ties back to the exterior aesthetic. Now here's something this design does that I love and most people don't think about: the transition zones. Instead of having hard doorways separating the living, dining, and kitchen areas, the designer used changes in ceiling height, lighting zones, and flooring texture to define each space. It feels open, but every area has its own sense of place. The primary bedroom suite is tucked to the back, private, quiet, accessed through a hallway that functions almost like a decompression zone. The suite itself has its own fireplace, a reading nook carved into the wall, and a primary bathroom that features a freestanding soaking tub positioned directly in front of a floor-to-ceiling window looking out into the private wooded backyard, black steel. Warm wood, glass and light. That's the formula, and it works. Cost estimate for a build like this: roughly $480,000 to $600,000 depending on land and local labor costs. For 4,200 square feet of this. That's genuinely remarkable. Now, if the black steel dream is the modern architect's Barndominium, our next design is the heart of America in a building, but I'm calling this one the Texas White Farmhouse Barndo. And this one resonates with people because it takes everything you love about classic farmhouse design and scales it up to Barndominium proportions. The exterior is bright white metal panel siding with red cedar trim details around the windows, doors, and along the roofline. There's a wraparound porch that is literally wider than most people's living rooms, 12 feet deep, running 3 sides of the building, complete with ceiling fans, string lights, and rocking chairs. This porch is not decorative. It's a lifestyle. The front door is oversized, solid wood with wrought iron hardware. And when you open it, you step into a space that feels like Texas took a deep breath and exhaled in an architecture 0.5000 square feet. For bedrooms, 3.5 baths, a dedicated mudroom, a massive utility room, a home office, and a second living space upstairs and a lofted mezzanine that overlooks the main floor. The kitchen in this one is a thing of beauty. White painted cabinetry to the ceiling, open shelving with shiplap backing, a farmhouse sink the size of a small bathtub, and an island with a butcher block top that seats 8 comfortably. The range is a dual-fuel 48-inch beast with a custom white hood. The living room features a stone fireplace that runs floor to ceiling. And when I say floor to ceiling, I mean it goes all the way up 24 feet to the ridge of the roofline. It is the undisputed focal point of the entire space, and it is stunning. The master suite in this design is on the main floor. Private wing, his and hers walk-in closets, a bathroom with a double vanity, walk-in shower, and a clawfoot tub, and direct access to that gorgeous wraparound porch through French doors. Upstairs, the loft overlooks the living room through a custom wrought iron railing and provides a second living area or flex space for the kids, guests, or a home theater setup. This is the Barndominium that makes grandma comfortable and makes the design-conscious millennial excited at the same time. It's inclusive in its beauty. Build cost estimate: $550,000 to $700,000 for a full build of this caliber. Spread over 5,000 square feet. You're still looking at a cost per square foot that traditional builders can't touch. Okay, we're switching gears now, because not every Barndominium is in a field of wildflowers. Some people want the Barndo footprint and structure, but they want an interior that feels like a converted SoHo loft. And that is exactly what this next design delivers. I'm calling this one the Industrial Loft Barndo. And it's the one that surprises people most when they find out it's a metal building. From the outside, it's relatively understated. Weathered Corten steel panels, that beautiful rust orange patina that develops naturally over time, with minimal window openings and a clean gable roofline. It looks intentionally industrial, intentionally cool. Inside is where everything happens. Polished concrete floors run the entire footprint. The ceiling is completely open. Raw steel trusses, electrical conduit running exposed along the rafters, Edison bulb pendants hanging at varying heights to create drama and warmth. There is absolutely no attempt to hide what this building is made of. The steel is the design. The kitchen is a chef's dream. Commercial stainless steel throughout, with open shelving made from reclaimed pipe and rough-cut wood. The island is concrete, poured in place, 8 feet long, with integrated drain grooves for prep work and a waterfall edge that drops to the floor. The living area is anchored by a massive leather sectional, a custom steel fireplace insert, and a gallery wall of black and white photography. The windows in this design are industrial steel casement windows. They look like they came from a 1920s factory, and they are absolutely perfect. The bedroom in this design is not enclosed by walls. It's defined by a lofted platform, raised 18 inches above the main floor level, framed by raw steel posts. with floor-length curtains on ceiling-mounted tracks that can close off the space for privacy. It's bold, it's unconventional, and it works beautifully. The bathroom is the crowning jewel, a wet room concept where the shower, tub, and vanity area all exist in one fully tiled, curbless space. The tile is large format, concrete-look porcelain, and the fixtures are all matte black. This design is for the person who looked at a traditional Barndominium and said, "I love the concept, but can we make it feel like art?" The answer is yes. Absolutely yes. Build cost: $350,000 to $450,000 for a single level, approximately 2,800 square foot version of this concept. Alright, now let's go to the mountains, because this next design is what happens when you take the Barndominium concept and push it in a luxury mountain retreat territory. I'm calling this one the Mountain Modern Barndo, and everything about it is designed to respond to its environment. The exterior combines dark charcoal metal panels with local fieldstone on the foundation walls and chimney. The stone was actually sourced from the property when the site was cleared. That kind of intentional, site-specific design decision is what separates good building from great building. Large timber brackets support the wide overhang eaves, not just for aesthetics, but because in a snowy climate, that overhang keeps snow away from the foundation and protects the entry. Beautiful and functional. That's always the goal. The main living space is oriented to face the mountain view, and the back wall is a floor-to-ceiling glass curtain wall, 32 feet wide, with a retractable glass panel in the center that opens the living room to a cantilevered deck hovering over a steep slope with absolutely breathtaking views. The fireplace in this design is a double-sided see-through unit. It serves both the living room and the primary bedroom simultaneously, which is one of those design moves that sounds simple but completely changes how both spaces feel. The kitchen faces inward, dark cabinetry with brass hardware, a waterfall marble island, and a butler's pantry tucked behind a concealed door in the cabinet run. The appliances are panel-ready, so they disappear into the cabinetry, creating a seamless, furniture-like quality to the whole kitchen. There's a dedicated ski/gear room near the entry, with built-in boot warmers, hanging racks, drying hooks, and a direct connection to the outdoor shower for warm weather use. This design was thought through with the lifestyle of the occupants front and center. Every inch has a purpose. The primary suite occupies one entire end of the structure, vaulted ceiling following the roofline, a Juliet balcony off the bedroom with that mountain view, a bathroom finished in honed travertine with a steam shower and heated floors. This is what it looks like when Barndominium construction meets genuine luxury intention. Build cost for this level of finish in a mountain location: $700,000 to $950,000. And before you balk at that number, the comparable luxury cabin or traditional custom build of equivalent quality in the same market, you're looking at $1.4 million plus. The Barndominium construction method is doing real work here. Our fifth design might be the most quietly stunning of everything we've covered today. I'm calling this one the Minimalist Scandinavian Barndo, and it's a study in restraint, proportion, and the radical idea that less can be genuinely more. The exterior is white metal panel with dark window frames and absolutely nothing extra. No decorative trim, no shutters, no porch ornaments, just clean geometry and the honest expression of the building's form. Inside, the philosophy continues: white painted walls, blonde oak floors, white oak cabinetry. Every surface is light. Every material is natural. Every line is intentional. The ceiling is painted white, including the exposed trusses, which gives the whole space a cloud-like, weightless quality despite the soaring 20-foot height. The kitchen is a single run of flat-front white cabinetry on one wall, with integrated appliances and a long concrete countertop. The only accent is a single pendant light in amber-blown glass over the island. And that deliberate, singular moment of warmth is more powerful than a room full of details would ever be. The living area has two pieces of furniture: a low-profile sofa in natural linen and a coffee table in solid oak. A single large-format artwork on the wall, a wool rug on the floor. That's it. The architecture carries the room. The bedroom is monastic in the best possible way. Crisp white bedding, dark curtains for blackout, a built-in wardrobe with hidden push-touch doors, and a bathroom that is pure, spa-like perfection. Tadelacked walls, a Moroccan plaster technique, Give the bathroom a soft, continuous, waterproof surface that reflects light in the most gorgeous way. This design is about editing, about trusting the bones of the building to speak for themselves, about understanding that negative space is not empty. It's breathing room. It's the kind of home that, when you walk in, makes you take a deep breath and feel your shoulders drop. Build cost: $280,000 to $380,000 for a 2,400 square foot version. This is the most accessible price point we've covered today, and arguably the most impactful interior design. Before we get to that floor plan breakdown I promised you, let me share the 5 design principles that separate the Barndominiums that look like $1 million from the ones that just look like a barn with furniture in it. Number 1. Height is your best friend. The single biggest advantage a Barndominium has over a traditional home is ceiling height. Don't waste it. Don't drop ceilings down to save on HVAC costs unless absolutely necessary. Let that volume exist. Tall ceilings make everything else look better. Furniture, art, windows, lighting. Use the height. Number 2. Window placement is everything. Barndominiums often have large, open walls that are blank canvases for window design. Don't just punch in standard windows in random locations. Think about what's outside, the view, the light, the privacy, and design your window placement around that intentionally. The best Barndominiums feel connected to their landscape through their windows. Number 3. Materials create the mood. Steel and wood together almost always work. Concrete and leather work. Stone and linen work. The combinations that feel forced are the ones where someone chose materials from a catalog without thinking about how they relate to each other. Pick a material palette of 3 to 4 elements and use them consistently throughout the space. Number 4. Exterior finish defines first impressions. The biggest mistake Barndo builders make? They spend all their budget on the interior and leave the exterior looking like a construction site. The exterior is the first impression. Whether you go black steel, white panel, corten, or a combination, commit to it fully and add consider details like proper trim, lighting, and landscaping. Number 5. The shop or utility space should integrate, not isolate. Many Barndominiums include a shop or garage portion, and the best designs don't treat this as an afterthought. They integrate it architecturally, so the transition from living space to workspace feels intentional rather than accidental. Use the same roofline. Match the exterior finish. Let flow. These 5 principles. Write them down. Seriously, they'll serve you regardless of which design direction you go. Alright, I promised you this, and here we go. The 5 Barndominium floor plans trending hardest right now in 2025, and what makes each one work. Floor plan number 1. The classic saddlebag. This layout places the living quarters on one side and a shop or garage on the other, with a shared roofline connecting them. Simple, efficient, and endlessly adaptable. The saddlebag is the workhorse of Barndominium floor plans, and it's trending because it truly serves every lifestyle, from the farmer who needs workspace to the suburban family who just wants an oversized garage. Floor plan number 2. The open concept ranch single story, wide open, with the primary suite on one end and secondary bedrooms on the other, creating a split bedroom plan that maximizes privacy without sacrificing the open feel. This is the most requested floor plan in 2025 for families. Accessible, livable, and easy to furnish. Floor plan number 3. The lofted 2-story main floor with full living, kitchen, and primary suite, plus a lofted second floor that overlooks the living room. Often used as a secondary bedroom, bunk room, or flex space. The loft design makes maximum use of the height that Barndominium structures naturally provide, and it photographs beautifully. Floor plan number 4. The wraparound porch plan. This floor plan positions the living areas to connect at multiple points to an expansive wraparound porch, creating a seamless indoor-outdoor lifestyle. This layout is absolutely dominant in the South and Southeast, where outdoor living is a year-round reality. It works best on larger lots with natural privacy from neighbors. Floor plan number 5. The monitor barn hybrid. This is the design nerd's favorite. A floor plan based on the traditional monitor barn structure, which features a raised central section of the roofline with clear-story windows running along both sides. Those windows pour natural light into the center of the building from above, making even deep interior spaces feel bright and connected to the outdoors. It's a more complex build, but the results are extraordinary. Point 5 plans. 5 different lifestyles. One concept that's redefining what affordable, beautiful living looks like in America. And that is why Barndominiums are having a moment. Not a trend moment, not a fad. A genuine, lasting shift in how people think about building homes. That they're big, they're bold, they're personal, they're more affordable per square foot than almost any other construction method. And when done right, when the design is intentional and the details are cared for, they are genuinely, undeniably beautiful. Whether you're drawn to the dramatic black steel exterior, the cozy warmth of the Texas farmhouse style, the raw honesty of the industrial loft, the mountain luxury retreat, or the quiet perfection of Scandinavian minimalism, there's a Barndominium out there that is exactly the home you've been picturing. And maybe, just maybe, it's time to stop picturing it and start building it. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who love great design and smart building. And if you want to see more content like this, deep dives on incredible homes, building trends, floor plan breakdowns, and real cost analyses, subscribe right now and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these 5 designs is your favorite? I read every single comment, and I want to know what resonates with you. I'll see you in the next one.